Hi everyone. First of all, I should apologise because I have caught a virus and my throat and sinuses are a bit icky, so you'll have to bear with me. So I won't keep this video too long. So I'll just get started. So this video is going to be about reality checks. So reality checks are tools that you use in order to check if you're dreaming or not. Because if you don't use these checks, most of the time you'll be in a dream, and even if you see pink elephants flying across the sky, you still won't question it. You'll think, wow, this is strange, but you'll still think that it's reality in general. So what you can do in order to get into the habit of truly finding out if you are in a dream or not is to use a reality check. So for example, one reality check you can use is pull your finger. Okay? If it doesn't stretch, then you're not dreaming. Okay? If it does stretch, like that far or even more, then you are definitely dreaming. Now, what you have to do is not just trust yourself to do this in a dream, okay? Because you won't. What you have to do is to make this a habit during your waking life. So, you know, you can start with like 5 times a day. It's discreet too. You don't have to worry about people looking at you or anything. Just look down, genuinely check if your finger can stretch or not, and then you're done. Okay? And maybe the next week, try your goal of 10 times a day, then 20 times a day, 50 times a day, and then you will, it will get ingrained in your subconscious, and you will end up doing it in a dream. You might not even see anything strange in a dream. You'll be just like, oh, okay, pull my finger, just check. And you might be genuinely surprised to see it stretch. Now, the trick is to realize that this means you are in fact dreaming. There is no possible way in waking life for your finger to stretch. Your dream mind might come to some strange conclusions like, oh, maybe I'm special now, or I don't know, maybe I'm hallucinating or something, and you might just dismiss it. No, if your finger stretches, you are dreaming. Okay? I have done this. In fact, I was in a dream, and I was just looking around, and something seemed a bit strange, but I still hadn't realized it was a dream yet. So I did pull my finger, and it stretched like almost a meter long. That's when I realized I was dreaming. That's when I became lucid, and that's when I jumped off my stairs out of my backyard and flew out my backyard across through the trees. A second reality check you can try is to take a jump and see if you fly. Okay, it doesn't have to be a really big jump. It can just be a little hop. But do it with sincerity. Believe you can fly when you jump. You might know that you're not dreaming, and you just jump anyway, and you just fall back down. You're like, oh, that was a waste of time. Or you might be about to jump and say, oh, I'm going to fall down anyway. Because if you do that, then you're going to be like that in your dream too, and you will end up falling back down because you believe you will. Okay, the dream world is very susceptible to your expectations. So if you expect yourself to fall down, then you will fall down. Okay, so another reality check you can do is, this one is more advanced, but it's something that I used to do naturally as a kid. Not everyone is able to do this, but I suppose the more you do it during the day, the more you will do it when you're sleeping. So this is to suddenly become aware and genuinely question, is this a dream? Genuinely question it. Block out all your thoughts, block out all your emotions, just be crystal clear, look around, use all your five senses, remember where you were before you got here, how did you get here, what's going on, am I dreaming right now? And if you do this kind of natural reality check during the day, then you will find yourself doing it in the night time when you're sleeping as well. And this is how I have become lucid most of the times in my life. And a lot of the time it wasn't because I had gone into the habit of doing it during the day. I would just suddenly be in a dream, and all of a sudden I would just activate my consciousness, activate my awareness, and be like, oh, I'm dreaming. And I couldn't see that I was dreaming before because I was in a cloud in my head. I was seeing all this dream imagery. I wasn't really being clear-headed. My consciousness was asleep. Okay? So, that's, I guess, the more natural method of doing reality checks. However, it would be difficult for some people. I would suggest sticking with one reality check technique for a while, say a month or 2 months, because if you keep switching and swapping reality checks, then you don't actually ingrain that particular reality check in your subconscious mind. You don't develop a habit, and that's the goal, because whatever habits you have during the day, they will continue on when you're sleeping. So even, for example, if you crack your knuckles a lot, I don't, but if you do, you might find yourself cracking your knuckles in your dream. Okay? You might even want to do that as a reality check. So every time you crack your knuckles, or if you have a different habit, say biting your nails, or I don't know, even coughing, I don't know, anything you do on a habitual basis, or smoking, every time you have a cigarette, whatever. Every time you do that activity, genuinely ask yourself, are you dreaming? Is this a dream? Because if you know for a fact you do that activity in your dreams too, then you have many opportunities to discover that you're dreaming. They're already there for you. You just need to know what to do when you do that activity. You have to do that activity with a clearer consciousness. Also, you may want to check your reality if you see something, see a key symbol, see a key dream symbol. For example, every time you see a bicycle, every time you see a car, every time you see a bird, an animal, a dog, cat, whatever, every time you see that thing that you've set, check if you're dreaming. Because if you see that thing in your dream, that has presented itself as an opportunity to check if you're dreaming or not. And you will, with this technique, you know that there are many opportunities presented to you for lucidity. So you may want to go over your previous dreams that you've had recently and find key objects that you've seen, and if you see that object again, whether it be in waking life or in the dream, then ask yourself genuinely, am I dreaming? Look around, and don't just half ask it, don't be all half-hearted about it, because you may convince yourself that you're not dreaming, if in fact you are. If you're still having doubts if you're dreaming or not, then from personal experience, you're dreaming. I've had situations in a dream where I pulled my finger, it stretched, I looked around, something seemed strange, I'm like, this feels so real though, this isn't a dream, but it's so, something strange. If I have the slightest doubt that you're dreaming, or the slightest doubt that this is waking life, I should say, then you're dreaming, because you know that if you are awake right now, you have no doubts at all that this is a dream, okay? And if you're still having doubts, try another reality check. So if you stretch your finger, stretches, you still aren't sure, take a jump, see if you float. If you're still unsure, you're dreaming anyway. Anyway, I'll leave this for now. Sorry if my voice has been a bit croaky or whatever. I'll continue to make videos for Team Lucid Dream. Like and favourite if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already, and check out the Facebook group as well. Alright, catch you guys next time. Brofist.